Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Here's the most simple lesson. If you want to be successful and you're listening to this podcast, simple. Change everything about yourself. Become an entirely different person. Simple, but not easy. This is Dan, the No Comfort Zone guy. I'm actually driving home from work right now, and I just got inspired to let you know that it's time to change everything about yourself. Because, quite frankly, I'm assuming that you're going to be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s listening to this. Hopefully that's not that broad of a range, but it's super broad. But if you're listening to this, you obviously know this is the No Comfort Zone. This is the reality check. This is where you know you're not where you want to be at in your life, or you're in a really bad spot and you want to get out of it. This is the podcast that you come to where I'm going to tell you it's time for you to get out of your comfort zone and go live on purpose. And it's not going to be easy. See, because you are the one that got you into the spot that you're currently in. If you're dealing with adversity, you are the one that's lacking when it comes to not achieving your goals. You are the one that's going to say that it's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. You've got accountability issues. And in the end, maybe you're just lazy. Reality check. So, hey, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen because we're cooking. Why am I coming at you this way? Because I'm driving home right now. It's icy rain, and I decided to do something very unsafe, and that's to grab my iPhone, put my microphone on it, and talk to you about how I believe in you, and I believe that if you decide, if you commit that you want to change who you are, I believe you're going to be a better version of yourself. That's why you listen to this podcast. That's why you're interested in personal growth or self-help or self-development, whatever you want to call it. And this is just another resource out of many for you to realize that you can think yourself into a different person, that you can do enough activities to create a different environment around yourself. And when your head, your heart, and your body all become one and you're going in the right direction to become a better version of yourself, you will. It's just not easy because most people fall into the trap of, I'll do it later. It's not that important right now. And this is, again, if you've listened to this for more than a second, you know, oh, everything's fine. I can do it later. Yeah, everything's fine. Bam, your spouse leaves you. Everything's okay. You get fired. You know what? I don't have to do it until tomorrow and you're bankrupt. That's what happens. And then you try to make yourself feel better and you go about it all the wrong way. You jump for relationships. You actually go out and try to find yourself a quick and easy money, quick and easy relationship, quick and easy, let's feel better. And what you're doing is really you're just short-circuiting the system and realizing that you got yourself into a jam and it's time for you to really get out of it. And the way that you do that is, it's really simple. You have to create an ideal version of yourself. You have to have a plan. And some people just don't know well enough of what they really want. When I did sales training before, and I've trained a lot of people on the sales process, I've trained people on management, I've done big seminars by myself, which is something I don't recommend, you know, like 300 people in a room and I'm the only one there. I have a couple of other assistant facilitators, but man, that's exhausting. But that is for another story. And when I ask everybody, I always want to know, I got to have leverage. What do you want? What is it that you want? Why on earth do you do what you do? What do you want? 15 people in a room. I remember one of the first training classes I ever did on my own, and this was a 2-week sales training process. Sales, salesmanship, science, art, and all that other stuff of selling, communication, persuasion. The whole thing for 2 weeks. Literally 2 weeks. It's a long time. And the first day I asked them, what do you want? 15 guys? You know, it's sad. Most of them, it was materialistic things. Couple guys, I want to spend more time with my family. That's pretty cool. A couple of guys, one guy said to me, I want the watch, I want the car, I want the golf clubs, I want the zip code. Okay, we can teach you how to get that through this process. But wow, that's really like the lowest form of motivation, or so I've been told, which is the one where it's like egocentric. It's like about you. But the higher one is when you can serve the greater good. That's what's motivating. I want to spend more time with my family. That's kind of like the greater good. You know what motivated me? Honestly, be told, it was egocentric. I wanted the money. I wanted to prove everybody wrong because I associated who I was as a person by how much money or year to date I had. What was my W-2? And I learned the long and hard way. I had a fall from grace when I got kicked in the teeth by reality, wound up on my back, broke, no health, no spirituality, lonely, and all that other good stuff. If you listen to almost all the other podcasts I talk about in every one, truth be told is I had to change, like I said earlier, everything about myself. I had to change my friends. I had to change my playground. I had to change the way I would think about stuff. I had to, and I'm known as a positive guy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm known as that person. And what I'm telling you, if you're listening to this and you're not where you want to be at, you've got to change who you are. And it might take a reality check to the face. It might take that. You know, it might take a super severe situation in your life to realize that, oh wow, this is really happening. I have to change now because I was forced to change. You have to react. Or you can write down the ideal version of yourself. I want to be happy, joyous, and free. I want to be financially independent so that I can have more time to do the things and the greater good that I want to serve my family, my community, and do those sort of things. I really want to connect with people and help people out. I want to be in a position where I can spend as much time with my family as I want, and I can be in a great state when I'm with them, not beat up and tired from work and things like that. This is the person I want to become. This is the person I want to be. And here's the reasons why. You need to really define that. And keep in mind, you're going to have challenges that come your way. And when those challenges come, remember, they're opportunities for you to become a better version of yourself. Welcome the challenges. Something I always didn't do. Woe is me. Play the role of a victim, kick and scream about how unfair it is, how my ex and her new boyfriend are taking the money that I'm giving, and they're going out and they're going on vacations and they're going to buy a house, and I'm getting teased about the car that I'm driving and ridiculed to the point where it almost brought me to tears in front of my kids because I was so driven about money and I thought money made you successful. You wipe your ass with money. I mean, it really just doesn't make you who you are. It's what you do with the money that's the big difference. And when I had money, I didn't really do the right things with it either. As we figure this whole journey out together, I'm going to give you an idea of where I'm going with this. And the idea is pretty simple. If you don't know the ideal version of yourself that you want to be, that's okay. But if you know you want to change, if you know you don't like who you are right now, if you don't like being in this space, if you think to yourself, I can't believe I'm in this bad, how did I wind up here? I'm in this place. I'm broke. I'm alone. I'm sad all the time. I have no friends. I have no money. Life really took a turn on me. There's no hope. Guess what? Stop it. Just stop. Scratch that record. Stop it. That's what I did. It almost killed me. What you need to do is go do some push-ups. This isn't a push-up podcast. This isn't a go get physically fit podcast. This is how to get out of your own head. Motion creates emotion. Wake up. You are completely being seduced by negativity and you're caught up in this really bad like quicksand, and it's going to keep you down unless you start working out of it. And what that might mean, like I told you when I'm driving home in my car right now. It's raining ice. I'm in the Midwest. I'm driving from Crystal Lake to Rockford, and there's like ice covering my car as I'm driving it. Why not throw on some gym shoes or whatever you got, take 2 seconds, get ready and go run? Why not? What else are you doing? You know what? Get in touch with the universe for a minute. Do something. Get outside yourself. Just go do something. Like your parents said when you were growing up. If you're bored, go do something. There's some genius in that. Go read something on the internet that's going to be personal growth related. Go read something. I was reading something about meditation today. I am the last person you would ever meet about meditation. I would never do anything like that. I was in the martial arts a long time ago and spent a lot of time getting into that spot, and it was great and all that stuff. But then reality, life happens, and you're like, I don't have time for that. I'm reading books on meditation now. I'm starting to follow certain things, and you know what? I'm digging it. I have a better understanding about meditation now, but I read something about it. Constantly be doing something. Hey, if you want to be financially successful, a lot of people that are financially successful, really financially successful, don't watch a lot of TV. Unplug the TV, go read something, go do something, right? Get outside of your comfort zone because your comfort zone is killing you. It's time to change who you are in everything that you do. And how do you do that? It starts with one small action. Instead of doing this, what I normally do, I'm going to do that. Instead of doing this when it comes to relationships, I'm going to do that. When it comes to relationships, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to be solo for a minute and learn to like who I am. And if you are by yourself and you realize you want to get into a relationship, then go out and meet somebody. There's people all over the place, and they're not all on social media. And yeah, their lives aren't all perfect. Do me a favor. This is simple. If you want to create the ideal life for yourself, it's simple. Change everything about yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Let's get to it, man, and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye.